As Dean Reynolds will now show us, one of this fall season's biggest family attractions is corny as all get out. Prepare to be amazed.
This year, farmers in Illinois planted more than 12 million acres of corn, a sea of green and yellow sprouting in uninterrupted waves across the landscape. But in Spring Grove, about 60 miles north of Chicago, there's something different about the rows on the Richardson farm.
All right, so there's a list of things that we have to cover today to make sure everything's working just right.
Working just right because every year about 65,000 people visit what the Richardsons call the most detailed and complicated corn maze in the world.
Go either way, go left or left. All right, let's go right.
28 acres.
We're gonna go down this way.
And 11 miles of pedestrian puzzles.
Were you utterly lost at any point?
At certain points, yeah. I would say at certain
You were never
points
lost?
we were.
No. Should we try going down this way, or maybe we missed it?
Bill and Kyle Hobson took their daughter Molly and son Owen for a fast-paced march through the stalls.
We found a checkpoint!
How long do you think it would take somebody to go through the whole thing?
With or without kids? Without, we probably could do it in an hour and a half.
There's a theme every year. This season, it's the Beatles. John, Paul, George, and Ringo embedded in the field 50 years after their American debut. And we're told by informed sources that navigating Paul's ear can be especially tricky.
And we love this theme.
Development of the maze starts in the spring. The Richardson family comes up with the theme, and it's passed along to a maze expert from Idaho, Sean Stolworthy, who comes to town with a tractor, a GPS, and a vision.
He's looking at nothing, right?
Right, right.
Little short corn plants.
Yeah,
this
like
high.
a muddy field, right?
It wasn't
This
muddy.
spring was very muddy.
This would be
George and Wendy Richardson are part owners of the maze.
He has the design on his laptop computer in the cab of his tractor with him, so that the little dot on the screen tells him where he is in this field, and he drives so that dot follows the lines of the trail on the screen. That's why he can do curves and eyeballs and eyebrows of faces, very intricate designs.
But once the trails are cut, then we can take our bridges back out, put out the checkpoints and all the posts that are involved.
Robert Richardson is George's brother and fellow owner of the maze. He took us up to the lookout for a view.
It still must be a happy surprise to see the finished product.
Always kind of wondering about how it's going to work out, but it's done real well for us.
It seems peculiar at first to hear that the maze is made up of sterile corn. With fewer kernels, it's softer than normal corn and does less bodily harm. A good thing because the Richardsons say some patrons like to throw ears at each other.
So you go through all of the bother of raising sterile corn so that people don't clobber each other with a heavy ear of corn?
That's right.
So 1, 2, 3, here they go.
Baby pig races are just a sideshow here on the farm.
Yesterday did better today.
The maze is the main attraction.
Do you have an idea for next year?
Yes, I do. 200th anniversary of the Star Spangled Banner.
Really? Right.
So I'm picturing Fort McHenry, warships out at sea from the British bombarding all night long. Rockets in the air, yeah.
Oh, take the first right?
The Richardsons concede their mazes can be mind-bending.
Some people are better at reading the maps and getting through than others.
Our right, and then our first left.
Everybody worries about getting lost, of course, but we give you a map, you know, and that's all you really need.
They've had a maze here for 13 years, and in all that time, the Richardson family says no one has ever been permanently lost inside it. That is, at least, not yet.
They should be arriving about 4 o'clock all the way through 7 o'clock.
The Richardsons aren't sure how long they'll do this, but but they were practicing with yet another design when we dropped in. I think you may have seen it somewhere before.